Okay, good morning students. This is chapter 12, circles. Okay, now what is a circle? The collection of all points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in a plane is called a circle. Okay, collection of all points like this. So when you collect all the points like this, okay, points in a plane which are at a fixed distance, okay, fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. Okay, then what is the fixed point? Fixed point is called the center of the circle. Okay, it is called, fixed point is called the center of the circle. The fixed distance is called the radius. Okay, the fixed distance is called the radius of the circle. Then O is the center and OP is the radius. The line segment PQ is called chord. Line segment PQ. Okay, PQ. Let us draw here. Yeah, you can see here in the second diagram. Line segment PQ is called chord of the circle. Chord. This is called PQ is called chord. A chord which passes through center of the circle. Chord which passes through the center of the circle is called diameter. Okay, and AB is the diameter. Then the longest chord is the diameter. And there is a relationship between radius and diameter. Diameter is equals to R plus R. Okay, 2 times radius, that is D is equals to 2R. D is equals to 2R, then D by 2 is equals to R. That is radius. Okay, that is radius is equals to half of diameter. Our diameter is equals to 2 times radius. Okay, next, a piece of a circle between 2 points is called an arc. See here, a piece of a circle between, here you can see here, a piece of a circle between 2 points is called, this is called a arc. Okay, the smaller arc PQ is called a minor arc and the bigger arc PQ is called a major arc, and we can represent PQ in the form of like this. So once again I'll write here PQ, PQ, can you see? Arc PQ. Okay, now when P and Q are the ends, P and Q are the ends of diameter. They are the ends of the diameter. Okay, then both arcs are equal and each is called a semicircle. Okay, it is not shown here. I'll draw and show you here. See, when P and Q are ends of diameter, what is the meaning of that? See, I am doing here. Yeah, I'll do it here. When P and Q are the ends of the diameter. See, for example, this is a circle. Okay, ends, this is center of the circle. Let us draw the diameter P and Q. When P and Q are the ends of the diameter, then here we get both arcs. Here both arcs are equal. Yes or no? Both arcs are equal and each is called a semicircle. See, for example, this one. This is called a semicircle. Half of the circle. Semi means half of the circle. Okay, children? Then next is the length of complete circle. Length of the complete circle. See, for example, this one. This is length of the complete circle is called circumference of the circle, or we can say perimeter of the circle. Okay, perimeter of the circle or circumference of the circle. You all know perimeter of the circle or the circumference of the circle is nothing but 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r. Now, the region between the chord and either of its arcs is called segment. The region between, you can see in this, the region between, this is what the region, okay, this is what the region. The region between the chord and either of its arcs is called a segment. This is, so we have here two types of segments. One is major segment and another is minor segment, okay. And the region between the arc and two radii, here you can see the region between the arc, this is the arc, and two radii is nothing but sector. It is called a sector. So in this also we have two types of sector, major sector and minor sector. Okay, this is what you need for this lesson. This is the basic, okay, and we can say the parts of circle. Okay, now let us move to the exercise 12.1. Fill in the blanks. The center of a circle lies in dash of the circle. Which of the circle? Interior, center of the circle. See here, this is center, isn't it? This is the center. Where it lies? It lies inside the circle, that is interior of the circle. Okay, and then next point is, fill in the blanks. A point whose distance from the center of a circle is greater than its radius lies in exterior. That is, a point whose distance from the center of the circle is greater than its radius. Okay, lies in exterior, outside of the circle. Okay, now third, fill in the blanks. The longest chord of a circle is called what? Just now I explained. Longest chord of a circle is called the diameter of the circle. An arc is a semicircle when its ends are the ends of a diameter. Okay, then next, fifth one, segment of a circle is the region between an arc and a chord of the circle. The next is, a circle divides the plane on which it lies in three parts. Okay, next is true or false. Line segment joining the center to any point on the circle is a radius of the circle. It is true. Okay, then next, all the points lie on the circle are equidistant from the center of the circle. This distance is called radius. Then, a circle has only finite number of equal chords. It is false. It has infinite number of equal chords. Okay. The next, third one, if a circle is divided into three equal arcs, each is a major arc. False, as center is not lying in three segments. Okay, is not lying in three segments. So the next is fourth one, a chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius is the diameter of the circle. It is false. Then the chord passing through center is called a diameter. Then fifth one, sector is the region between the chord and its corresponding arc. It is false. Sector is a region bounded between the two radii and an arc. Then a circle is a plane figure. It is true. It is a 2D figure. Okay, two-dimensional figure. It has no volume. Okay. Then next, angle subtended by a chord at a point. Angle subtended by a chord. This is the chord. Okay, this is the chord. PQ is the chord. Angle subtended by a chord at a point. So here PRQ is called angle. PRQ, angle subtended by a center of a circle, subtended by the line segment PQ at the point R. Okay. POQ is called angle subtended by the line segment. Okay, by the line segment PQ at the center O. Then angle PSQ is called the angle subtended by the line segment PQ at the point S. Now, PRQ and PSQ subtended by PQ at the points R and S and the major arc and minor arc PQ. Now, we have a theorem here based on this concept. Equal chords of the circle. You can see here, equal chords of the circle subtend equal angles at the center. So here equal parts AB and BC or CD. AB and CD. Okay, this is D. AB and CD with center O. AB and CD with center O. Then what we have to prove? AOB, angle AOB is equals to angle COD. Now proof, in triangles AOB and COD, OA is equals to OB. Since OA is equals to OC, okay, and OB is equals to OD, radii of the circle. Then AB is equals to CD, equal chords, it is given, okay, and then AB is equals to CD over three sides, okay, corresponding sides are equal. So therefore triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD by SSS rule. Now angle AOB is equals to angle COD by CPCT, okay, hence proved. Okay, next 12.2 exercise 12.2. Here, recall that two circles are congruent if they have the same radii. Prove that equal chords of congruent circles subtend equal angles at their centers. Given circles with O and O dash, O and O dash are congruent to each other. Okay, hence their radii are equal. So to prove, hence their radii are equal, that therefore AB is equals to CD. Now to prove AOB is equals to CO dash D. Okay, AOB is equals to CO dash D. That is to prove. Now proof, let us compare both the triangles. Then in this OA is equals to CO dash and OB is equals to O dash D. Radii of congruent circles. Then AB is equals to CD. Given, therefore triangle AOB is congruent to triangle CO dash D. SSS rule, AOB is equals to angle AOB is equals to angle CO dash D by CPCT, like similar to the previous problem. Now next is prove that if chords of a congruent circle subtend equal angles at their centers, then chords are equal. Given circles with centers A and B are congruent. So PAQ is equals to angle PAQ is equals to angle RBS. To prove PQ is equals to RS. Proof AP is equals to BR and AQ is equals to BS. Radii of congruent circles. Then PAQ is equals to angle PAQ is equals to angle RBS. It is given. Therefore both the triangles are congruent by SAS. Therefore PQ is equals to RS by CPCT, hence proved. Now next, perpendicular from the center to a chord. Perpendicular from the center to a chord. Given AB, let AB be a chord with center O and O is joined to the midpoint AB. Okay, O is joined to the midpoint AB. Okay, so prove that. To prove OM perpendicular to AB construction, join OA and OB. Then in proof, in triangle AOM and in triangle, we are comparing here two triangles. In triangle AOM and triangle BOM. In this, OA is equals to OB. Okay, radii of the circle, reason is radii of the circle, and AM is equals to MB. Since OM perpendicular to AB, OM is equals to OM common. Okay, by SSS rule, both the triangles are congruent. By CP/CT, we can write OMA is equals to OMB. Okay, by CP/CT. Now, next is circle through 3 points. Circle through 3 points. On this circle, we can see 3 points. What are these? If ABC is a circle, then there is a unique circle passing through 3 vertices. Okay, A, B and C of the triangle. This circle is called circumcircle. This circle is called what? Circumcircle of the triangle ABC. Its center and radius are called circumcenter. Center. Okay, center and radius. Radius is called, like example, if we draw like this. Okay, radius of the radius, center and radius are circumcenter and circumradius of the circle. So based on this concept, let us see this. Draw different pairs of circles. How many points does each pair have in common? What is the maximum number of common points? Case 1, there are no common points. Okay, there are no common points. You can see here, like non-intersecting circles. In case of non-intersecting circles, there are no common points. The second case, there is one common point. That is here only one common point you can see, that is P. In which case, intersecting circles. Intersecting here. Okay, both the circles. Then here this is P. Next, case 3. Internally touching circles, in that only one common point you can see, that is P. Okay. Case 4, there are two common points here, M and N. Okay, M and N, when they are intersecting, each other, intersecting circles. In the case of intersecting circles, you can see two common points. Okay, children. Next is, by observing different pairs of circles, we can conclude that two circles can have maximum 2 points in common. Okay. Suppose you are, second question children, suppose you are given a circle, give a construction to find its center. Okay. Now, draw a circle of any radius. I will teach now how to do it. And draw two chords AB and CD of any length. Construct perpendicular bisector for AB and CD. Produce then to intersect at a point O. It is the center of the circle. See, you can observe here how to construct. So I will just tell you how to construct it. It's very easy. Okay. The intention is what? Main intention. We have to locate the center of the circle. Should not mark center of the circle. Okay. So and then you should not take any measurement. Okay. Scale measurement you should not take. So without taking scale measurement, so how I am doing, just observe here. So here there is a space here. I'll do it here. Here there is a space. So I'll do it here now. Listen here children. So here our intention is we have to locate the center of the circle. So for that, see, I have not taken any measurement. Okay, circle I have taken like this, just approximately how many centimeters radius I have not taken. So just draw. Okay, I'll take. You can see here. This is the circle. Okay, and then I will draw chords. Here I am not going to take for chords also any measurement. Just Okay. Now I will call this as A, B, C and D. Okay. Now what we have to do, you know, see AB and CD, you know, all of you know how to construct perpendicular bisector. Okay. For each chords I am going to construct a perpendicular bisector. Okay. So here for that what we have to do, we have to take more than half and to cut an arc. Okay children. Now similarly we have to cut here also, from here. Very easy it is. Okay, you have to observe this one. Okay, then next here. Okay, next, now what I do, I will extend, that means I will draw a dotted lines. Okay, so similarly I will construct a perpendicular bisector for AB. Okay, more than half I am taking, more than half, cut an arc here and then again cut an arc here, again this side, from this side cut here arc and again here cut an arc. Now you got the points here, correct? Identify those points and draw a line, dotted line. Okay children, so now you can observe here where these two lines are. So you can see here these two lines are intersecting here, understanding, and here. So this is the center where these two lines are intersecting. This is the center of the circle O. Okay, understood how we located? When two chords are given, okay, how to locate? This is what the construction of circle, that is finding like center of the circle. Okay, understood children? Okay, now let us move to the next question. See, for which one I have thought here. Suppose, okay, suppose you are given a circle, give a construction to find its center. This is what construction I did now. Okay, so now you have to do like that only. If you find any difficulty, you can ask me. Understood? Okay children, now let us move to the next question.